keratoplasty. You know all the advantages of DISEC or EK, which has been popular in last decade. If you see the, please put up the light. If you see the EK percentage in US, it is increasing every year. They are doing DISEC, DSAEK, DMEC and now DMAEK. Why this is more? Because of tissue support, precuts and maybe compensation are more for the surgeon. If we analyze our data in India, this was nicely analyzed by Dr. Namrata, and in 2013-14, in top 12 centers in India, they performed only 12% of DISEC. So DISEC is getting more and more popular. Last year, we had utilized around 23,000 corneal surgeon to 50 to 300, EK procedures around 2,000 to 2,500. EK surgeons are gradually increasing and volume more than 50, maybe 25 to 30 people are doing. There are centers where we have access to microkeratome, and there are 2 centers who are distributing precut tissue. With this background, we will start this course, and our faculty are, I will call upon the faculty, my friend, Dr. Titial, then Dr. Namrata Sharma, please come in the dais, Dr. Revati, and lastly we have a foreign faculty in our session. He will, Dr. Robert Pineda, he will be joining us. So none of us have any financial interest. So my part, I am starting with my part, is the case selection, manual dissection and the basic steps. So DISEC indication is equivalent to endothelial dysfunction. So wherever there is endothelial dysfunction, like this is the commonest indication, pseudophakic corneal edema or frank PBK, then we have Fuchs endothelium dystrophy. This is another group of patients we do a lot. Then other indications are like post-PK fail graft. We have SHADE, PPCD. These are rarer indications which are now gradually with experience we are taking up these cases. There are certain contact indications like aphakic with vitreous in SE, extensive PAS in eye syndrome, decentered IOL, etc. And if you have any scar in the stromal tissue, it is better not to take up the cases. And when the corneal edema, especially in SHADE, when the corneal thickness is more than 1000 micron, it is better not to take up these cases. So it is the analysis of my thing, and you see that these are the 2 major indications where it is actually, I have done close to 90% of these cases. And workup is very important, and period evaluation like other cases. So we have a long list of tables, and we try to see what is the diagnosis, what is the pre-op vision, BCVA in the other eye, diagnosis of the other eye, all are important to select a case. The lens status, pseudophakic, phakic or aphakic, prior glaucoma surgery is important, because many a time it is very difficult to perform DISEC on an operated trap or tube or shunt. IOP you should check. Prior other intraocular surgery like post-Beer surgery, ACIOL, scleral fixation IOL, glued IOL, these are the most difficult cases. Also you need to know about the type of IOL is there, then PI, it is PI size, pupillary shape, size, position, iris, ear capsulotomy opening. If it is a very big, then it is a problem. Then we need to know certain investigation like USG B scan, other biometry for if you are combining it, anterior segment for documentation, for OCT is required to detect the subepithelial scarring. You can give a trial to remove it, then put contact lenses for few days, then you will check again. Otherwise the visual outcome will not be good. The specular microscopy, that other eye is important, because sometimes you will find that undiagnosed Fuchs is there. A lot of gut data you will find in the other eye. So ideal case for the beginners are pseudophakic corneal edema or early PBK, early Fuchs with cataract for dissect triple, anterior chamber with normal configuration with good visibility, central round pupil, preferably there should not be any vitreous in anterior chamber, IOL in the bag with good centration. So manual dissection is still required in India. We need some healthy donor tissue, endothelial cell count more than 2,500, scleral rim must be adequate to fit into the artificial anterior chamber, and you should have always second optical quality for first few cases which give you confidence. And now, Dr. Namrata Sharma will be speaking something about precut tissue. Recipient preparation is nothing special, but we prefer pilocarpine drop in PBK cases, otherwise you can dilate the pupil, and routine peribulbar or retrobulbar bar. These are the simple sets of instrument. This Catina artificial anti-Jeffrey, I am using it for last 9 years. It is going fine with my hand, and you need a lamellar dissector. The recipient versus donor disc diameter, it is same in both the eyes. 8 millimeter is the most common size, but we try to make it smaller in case of Fuchs dystrophy because peripheral cornea is important, otherwise they will give bullous changes and patient will have certain other irritation. In eye syndrome, you need to select a little smaller button so that you should not have any pass. In any case, you must have 1 millimeter working zone from either side for donor manipulation through the side ports. And these are some parts of artificial anterior chamber. If you see the dissection, I have taken from external camera and also through the microscope. I used to take the whole anterior chamber in my left hand. It is easier, this is light. And this arrow indicating where my left hand is moving. You see that I am trying to go as parallel to the cornea as I going forward towards like distal part, and I use simple crescent braid for initiation, then I use the lamellar dissector, and gradually you can go towards the upper part, and you see that this artificial anterior chamber is parallel with this arrow. So when I go to the exactly opposite, you are tilting towards you, that gives a perfect plane and uniform plane throughout the whole diameter. I will be showing one instrument which I have, and Amrita will be showing other, because of lot of companies are coming. This automated instrument, this is Nitro, they will be showing other variety also. This is simple run by nitrogen gas, and it has like artificial anterior chamber, and the blade option is 350 and 370, and it has like you hit the blade, and also you will dissect the tissue with this blade when it is fitted with the handle and tubing, so it acts as a microkeratome. So it is easy for anybody, even the technicians can do it. So if you compare the graft thickness, in my mind manual is always thinner. Manual is always thinner, and there is no difference in outcome. So far it has been proved. So recipient preparation, you have to remove all the edema, and then you have to mark it for better visibility and better donor manipulation. Then you have to do, I used to prefer sclerocorneal tunnel normal incision. It gives totally sutureless most of the time, but it may be either on superior temporal, or you can try to explore the previous wound if it is a fresh case. Also, you have to give side port, but whenever you give side ports, try to respect the template mark it should be outside the template mark, otherwise that AR-BSS manipulation will be difficult. Then the recipient scoring, there are several options. If you have full dilated pupil, so you can see the whole thing under the retroillumination of the microscope. You can use Tryphon blue when you have very difficult visibility, and Tryphon blue actually stains the whole unhealthy endothelium. So here you just, it is the most simple step of the whole surgery, except one or two cases like TAS and shed. It is very difficult. Nowadays people are not doing Descemet scoring, they call it NDSEC, especially in post-PK cases. You can, when you are doing a triple, you can use the BSS side irrigation port, and can from other side port you can use the Sinskey, reverse Sinskey, and also you can have air. Air have beautiful visibility. You see that it is the best visibility if you do under air. So you can strip off the epithelium, endothelium. Especially it air is I use specially for FA, AC IOL, scleral fixation IOL, and when there is vitreous in AC. So anterior chamber management is always there, so you have to clear everything, clear the adhesion. PI is not mandatory, I don't do in my cases except one or two cases. AC reformation, and you have to wash all the hilon, what is you have been injected before insertion of the donor button. And surface cleaning, because lot of sometimes vascularization is there, so you will actually carry the clotted blood along with your donor button, which may remain in the interface, which delays the this adhesion. Donor insertion and unfolding and centering, I usually prefer, still it is going for 9 years, forceps method, 60-40 teco. You can mark it on the anterior part. You just hold normally I use uterata forceps, so you just go inside, slowly release it, and then from the right side port, you just inject BSS, and when there is an angle formation between anterior and posterior, and from the left side port, you just inject air and it will be nicely unfolded. So this is the unfolding, and with the 30 gauge needle, this is also important. Sometimes, especially in post-PK cases where AC is shallow, I prefer this 30 gauge or 26 gauge needle. You just again I fold the tissue and hilon, and I just pushed in one go. You go inside, and again you have to unfold it. Sorry. Then last part, you keep the patient for 10 to 12 minutes, talk to the patient about the post-op, the advices, next few hours how she will lie down, everything is important, and then you just replace the AR and BSS. Try to keep the AR little, around 6 to 8 millimeter in diameter, and close the incision. So most of the time it could be sutureless. But if you give corneal, you have to put suture. These are some of my earlier cases. But the main thing, when the pseudophakic period surgery is good, your results are always good. So you see the patients are enjoying vision within 6 weeks. And post-PK fail graft is also gradually picking up. But again, this is another indication, like patient had come with severe one-eyed, bad ulcer, we did therapeutic, and later on we did dissect with IOL in these cases, and this patient is going fine for last 3 to 4 years. Dissect in AC IOL, again a controversial, but if the AC depth is good, you can always try. Lots of papers are coming, so you can read them. And the other aspect is you have to combine this surgery. It is called new triple procedure, and you can do phaco. It is nothing difficult. Phaco you do, then you do dissect. But when you do have like this kind of cornea, you may always give a try to have, because otherwise this patient will have this kind of thing. So this patient also you have to do manual SICS along with dissect, then there are several cases. We could do either SICS or we could do phaco, depending upon the clarity, visibility, etc., etc. So dissect patients are much more comfortable and happy, and some patients with PK done earlier in one eye and other eye dissect, they always complain why you have not done, because I said usually I didn't know at that time. So this patient, you see the cylindrical pattern, and this patient also the same. And one thing I just want to share, that endothelial cell loss in dissect is, now the papers has come, 5-year survival rate is also very good. At the end of the 5-year, endothelial cell loss around 52%. And if we see the compare with other thing like previously CDS, the cornea donor study, there after 5 years PK, the endothelial cell loss is much more. So this is one of the patient I want to show. The patient lost to follow, but her son is a doctor, so they continued steroid. You see that after 7 years, the cornea, endothelial cells, everything is going fine. So many institutions and individual surgeons are doing manual dissect. In recent years, this is good for Indian community because of training, pricing and affordability to the patient. Good donor cornea support and distribution systems are on. More hospital corneal retrieval system are on. That's why they are getting more and more cornea and good donor tissue. So take home message, India, we have to do a lot of dissect because we do more than 6 million cataract surgery. And if you take the minimum incidence of PBK or pseudophakic corneal edema, we are actually producing 12,000 new patients every year. We need more number of trained corneal surgeon. Manual dissect is good, least costly and easy, and it is reproducible. And I say that it is glamorous also. Now whatever corneal surgeons are there in this forum, all are getting big. PK didn't have glamour, therapeutic PK didn't have glamour, but when we are shifting to lamellar dissect, DAL, nowadays DMET, you see that the little bit we are getting glamour. Thank you very much. I will now invite Namrata.